I always come from a place of putting that person first, like them getting my time and my love and care, and feeling that first and foremost is my priority before I'm even thinking about selling them oils. And it's true. I mean, I think I did tell that story the other day, of that woman that I met on the hills. Do you remember it?
Yeah,
I don't think it was on it, but I bet I won't go into it again. But I saw this woman, she was clearly in distress. I stopped, and I was running, and I stopped, and I said, you know, can I talk to you? Can I help you? And she was like blown away. She said, no one ever stops and talks to people, just strangers, when they're looking upset. Like, I thank you. And she was really touched. And you know, she's since had samples, been to a class, and is now hosting a class of 20 people for me. But my intention when I stopped for her on the hills was not that she might run a class with host a class for 20 people with me. My intention was to give to her and to be able to be there for her, woman to woman, and or person to person, even, you know, I do the same with a man. So that initial instinct within me to care for people and be there for people and nurture people, I think has been one of the reasons why I have been successful with doTERRA, because that's always my first intention. And people feel you, they feel you. And we know really well that people aren't necessarily just, well, they're not buying the product. In fact, people buy you before they buy the product. They're buying off you, and they feel you. So if they feel you and they feel your heart, they have so much trust with you that then when you tell them this product is amazing and you teach them about it, they want to do nothing but just dive straight in. So even before we get to continued customer care, it starts right at the beginning, that relationship building. And it can't, okay, I'm not going to say I'm an angel. Like, yes, sometimes I'll see someone and they'll be in, for example, I'm in the swimming changing rooms, and there's a woman using natural products and they're organic, and you know, I'm thinking, she'd probably quite like doTERRA. And so I start a conversation with her. You know, I'm always thinking about my business as well. So it's not always from a place of like, oh, I just really, but then equally it is, because we know these oils are amazing and everyone needs them in their life. But yeah, so I have always come from a place of love initially, and it's grown to people trusting, and then they want to be part of whatever I'm part of, is what I find. Today, I did a class last 2 weeks ago, and there was a woman there, and she said to me after the class, she knew I was a health coach, which I don't have time to do these days. I don't have time to health coach people. I'm too busy doing doTERRA, and actually I do love that, because I love how the oils are a gateway for people to start to think about their health in a different way, in a way that often nutrition is much harder for them to enter in on. You know, nutrition has so much food, has so much emotion behind it and past experience, whereas putting oil on your skin or inhaling oils or, you know, drinking oils, it's a very easy concept for people that they then grow in consciousness around other areas of their life. And so I do love the way it's this much easier gateway for people to start to consider their health, that I can then eventually work with people in different ways, which I do, you know, then. But I was with her in this class, and she said to me afterwards, I really would love some health coaching. And I'm thinking, I really do not have time to health coach someone right now. But I could feel her desperation. You know, women are out there often, and I know I talk about women a lot, but I work with women. Women are out there to desperately needing someone to listen to them, and someone to give them some form of guidance on how to move forward, to take care of themselves, feel so lost, you know, in this world, because there's so many different things coming at them all the time. And so I said, okay, let's meet. And so she never brought the oils, nothing, right? So we met today, this morning, in Starbucks. 2 hours I sat with her and spoke about her health. I spoke about, you know, her experiences of herself and how she feels about herself. I had no intention that she was buying oils. I had no thought that she was buying oils. I thought she might buy oils, but it wasn't the reason I was there. I was there because I wanted to give to her, and I wasn't charging her or anything. She asked me at the end if I wanted any money, but I didn't. But at the end, she said to me, oh, by the way, I want to buy the home essentials kit. I was like, okay. And I got out my computer, she signed herself up there on the spot. And that, if I, hadn't given to her in that way in the first instance, if I'd been like, no, I don't do health coaching anymore, I'm all about oils now, that would have happened. But I was there for her. I wanted to be there for her. And then ultimately, she ends up getting oils. It's just an example of how things go. So initially, that's really important. Like, don't jump in with the sale. Like, be there for people, engage with people, understand people, build a relationship with people, let them feel you. I heard something really interesting the other day, and I shared this with my team because it really resonated with me. We're in a stage still in the UK where we're pioneering this. We're pioneering bringing the oils into people's lives. And I do feel like when I'm in London, I live in Derby, but I do feel in London like it's further ahead. If I do an event in London, it's very easy, pretty easy anyway, to sign people up on the spot. If I'm doing an event in, Derby, it's a lot harder. People are still, what is this? Whereas if you do a vegan event or a health event in London, everyone's heard of doTERRA. But what's interesting is we're in a stage now, and we're growing into this stage, and certainly in America and Australia, they're in a stage where people know of doTERRA, or they at least know of essential oils and that they're growing. And what people are looking for now is who they're going to go on this journey with. And the person that they are going to go on this journey with is the person that they feel, the person that they connect with. And if you don't show yourself to that person, if you're just all about selling them the oils, if you're not there connecting with them on a heart level, then they're not going to feel you, and they're not going to be inspired to go on this journey with you. And they're going to wait and find the next person who does inspire them in that way and who does connect with them in that way. And, when I heard this, I didn't hear it in full entirety, but that's kind of, I walk a lot with podcasts in my ears and books in my ears, and it brings things to my mind. And then I get on my phone and do Facebook Lives to my team while I'm walking around hills crying. But that's just what they get from me. But, I did a live there and then when I was thinking about it. It's true. We've got the stage in some areas of the country where we're still pioneering it, but people may not be buying the oil straight away, but they're watching you. They're watching what you're doing. They're watching your passion. They're watching your vibe. They're watching your energy. And eventually, hopefully, you will be the one that they decide to go on the journey with, because they would have been touched so many times by the oils and by you, and they would feel you so intently that they're like, I want to be part of this, which to an extent is what I already had when I started doTERRA. I already had people that felt me and knew me, which is why they wanted to buy straight away. I don't have that anymore. I'm not in my warm market anymore. I'm having to build those things again with new people, which I love, so that's fine. So we've got the pioneer stage, and then in some parts of the country, and with the people that we have been working on for a longer period of time, if we've been doing this for a longer period of time, we've got that kind of, okay, I've decided you're the one I want to go on this journey with. And I often have people, who've been following me or with me in different areas of social media or my newsletter, who come at me, who've been following me for like a year and a half. I had a lady enroll this month that I met a year and a half ago at a show, who's followed me on Instagram ever since. She's felt me through Instagram because it's a very public space where you get to really see a person's personality. And, she decided. And then I got a message from someone today. She's not ready to sign up yet, but she just wanted to tell me. I sent her a video message. I connect with people on video as much as I can, so they feel me. It's not just typing, And she said, she explained a little bit about what was going on in her life. And she said, Rochelle, I just want you to know, I'm so excited about doTERRA and starting on this journey and building the business with doTERRA. I can't do it right now. It's not the right time for me. But I love your vibe. I feel your vibe so strongly that when I do it, you are going to be the one I do it with. I'm excited about it. So that's the first bit. And that's not continued customer care, but it's part of it, right? And so then they sign up eventually, whenever that is. And I cannot tell you how many people tell me that when they've signed up, they never hear from the person that's enrolled them again. One person actually told me the other day that they signed up, they were asked if they were going to do the business, they said no, and they never heard from that person again. So that's someone in Canada. And then now thinking, it was actually someone that I signed up in February at a show on the spot. Her and her friend signed up. She'd already heard of doTERRA through various other people around the world. And she said, oh, I feel like you're the person I'm going to do this with. And so she signed up. Now, she's had a great experience with me because since February, we've probably spoken 10 times, more. She started doing the business. We've been texting a lot. She said she's done other network marketing things. She said she's never had the kind of support that she's got from me and the kind of care that she's had from me, because, you know, I give, you know, if I think of someone and I think of them when it's relating to oil, I'll send it them and, you know, send them samples. I've made her blends up for her brother who's dealing with various things. You know, we have a relationship. We've built a relationship. And she said that she'd said to her friend who said this to her, who was actually going to give away her oils because she had not had those experiences with her upline, don't do that. You shouldn't do that. These oils are amazing. And if you have the right support, this company is an incredible experience. Come and join my team and be supported by Rochelle. Like, that is her experience of me that she's telling her friend, whose account will be, you know, able to be moved in a month's time. She's not used it for a month. And her friend's not going to give up the oils anymore. She's going to start integrating them into her business and, you know, be part of a team that gives her support. And it's not just around the business. I do the same with my customers. My customers are friends with me on Facebook. They know that they can come to me and ask me a question whenever they want. Some of them ask me too often, and then maybe I'll refer them a little bit to the group. But I never make people feel like a burden, but I still respect my own boundaries. So I do have spaces where people can collaborate with each other and learn from each other. So I do have a Facebook forum where my customers are, and they support each other beautifully. So I don't actually always have to be involved. But if people do have something private and they want to ask me, they can ask me. I have the call with them after they enroll. And I say, you know, you get an hour on the phone with me, and they do if they want it. I talk them through their oils again so they know how to use them for their bespoke needs. I then show them how to use their account, as we should, of course, in a wellness consult. But I say to them, if you have any questions, do not hesitate to get in touch with me. And I mean it. When I'm doing a class, I say, when you buy these oils, you not only get the oils and the stuff that I send you, because I send them a little welcome pack with guides in and stuff, you get me for life. And I hands down mean it. I am not just saying it to get a sale. I do not want people to buy these oils and not use them. I do not want people to buy these oils and just have them sitting on the shelves for two reasons. I would feel very guilty that they would have spent money just because I've been very good at convincing them and influencing them that they're amazing. And secondly, so I would feel really guilty about that they just sat there and didn't do anything. But secondly, it would be a travesty for them to have these oils in their house and not be using them, because we know how special they are. And so when I'm teaching a class and I say it, I mean it. And people will know I mean it because I do mean it. So it comes across as genuine. And then, you know, some people take you up on it and they use you, and you have their, you know, that relationship build with them. And one of the things that I love so much about doTERRA is the relationships that I've built with the women in my team, my people doing the business. Anyone, anywhere in my team has my energy and support. And I've got to say that Nathan and Rebecca have taught me that better than anyone. You know, I'm not their enrollment, I'm Emily's enrollment. Hi Emily, if you can hear. She's cooking in the background or something. Is she there?
She's putting the kids to bed.
Okay.
Frankie.
Okay. So, but Nathan and Rebecca have always been there for me, you know, and I know that they always would be. And they have really taught me a huge lesson there, that even if they're not your personal enrollment or they don't make any difference to your rank, like if someone needs you and wants you and their energy is like there and doing it, like you match it and you're there for them. And I will always be for anyone in my team. If they reach up to me and they need me, I will be there for them because it's really important to me. But the same is also true, you know, for my customers. They've got these oils and it's not just like a thanks for the sale, see ya. It's you're part of my community now. And I will always be there to support you with the oils, whether you're doing the business or not, whether you're buying one oil a year or not. Like, I am there for you. And I really, really 100% mean it. I think people feel that and they experience it. And guess what? They tell their friends. And then their friends come and buy oils off you. And they're excited to be part of a community that has the support of someone at the top that is truly passionate about what they're doing and supporting people. So when people enroll, I send them a welcome pack. I send them some empty roller balls and an A to Z guide and an emotions blend and emotions chart and a dilution chart, so I know they're using them safely, because that's really important for me. I give them a wild orange, and they just get a really beautiful package in the post for me. They don't necessarily know what they're getting in it. They don't know when they're getting it, but they get it, and they're always grateful for it. They love receiving it. And then we have the call together. They have me, you know, I have a scheduling system in my calendar via Google Mail that I send them a link that they can book in an hour's consultation with me when it suits them. They have all of me in that time. And then I have this month actually sent emails to everyone I've ever enrolled, offering them another half an hour consultation with me if they want it. Not many people have taken it up, but I've sent it, I've asked them, and they are welcome to it, of course, whenever. I do live videos on my Facebook group for my customers regularly about various topics. I do little sort of not competitions. I do things like I share videos about stuff, and I say, when you've watched it, let me know what your favorite thing in it was, and I'll pick one at random and send you a prize around the related topic. I just really feel passionately about being there for people and creating that community.